Well, first of all, let's spend a little time with the rhythm guitar part, looking at the rhythm pattern and the chords. We're in the key of G, so we'll expect G's, C's, D's, A minors, and E minors. Now, in the bridge, we have some other chords that are outside of the key. We'll discuss those when we get there. But let's make sure we understand our basic chords. For the G chord, I want to finger it with my third finger on the top string 3rd fret and my 4th finger on the 1st string 3rd fret. I don't want to use the 2nd finger for anything because I need it for something else. So make sure the 5th string is dead. To do this, my 3rd finger that's holding down the 6th string is just lightly laying on the 5th string just to deaden it. I don't want to lay it all the way out, I will fret it, just enough to kill it. So that's how we want to get the G chord. C chord is just our standard C chord. 3rd finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, 2nd finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and 1st finger 2nd string 1st fret. D, your standard D chord. 1st finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, 2nd finger 1st string 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. For E minor, 2nd finger up on that 5th string 2nd fret, 3rd finger right underneath it, 4th string 2nd fret. A minor, just bring those 2 fingers down a string and add 1. So 2nd finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, 3rd finger, you're on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and then your 1st finger is on the 2nd string 1st fret. So G, C, D, E minor, A minor. Now work with those, make sure you can play those, then come back here and we will work on the rhythm pattern. The basic simple pattern is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. There is a lot of this though. Now this is based on the same pattern, we just have an extra stroke in there. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. He tries to do that through most of the song, but when the singing starts, he goes back to the simpler pattern because it doesn't compete so much with the vocal. You'll especially notice this pattern in the bridge where it gets simple. And the bridge is where it goes like an A minor to a D, a B minor, which we've yet to learn, and the E. But for the most part, like I said, sometimes he will abandon that pattern, but it's no big deal. Where it really is important, though, is on the intro, and anytime we have 2 measures of G in between the verses. That's that groove that opens up the whole song. So let's take a look at it separately. The opening phrase, and you'll hear it on the G chord in between the verses. Sounds like that. Now let's take a look at what's happening here. We have our G chord, and then you're going to have a G6. To do this, I'm adding my 2nd finger onto the 4th string 2nd fret. So G, G6. Now you can see why I wanted you to use the 3rd and 4th fingers to form this G chord. It's a lot easier to get that finger there on that 4th string 2nd fret. Now let's take a look at where it comes in the strum. We start with a G. Right there, it hammers on. So I have down, up, and then I hammer that 2nd finger onto the 4th string. And then you'll have up, down from there, keeping that finger down. Down, down, up, hammer, up, down. Now I'm doing something special with the pick here. When I go for that upstroke for that G6, I'm emphasizing the upstroke on the 4th string and 3rd string more than I am on the first 2 strings, because I really want that to come through. So now listen as I do it again. So I'm really aiming for that 3rd and 4th string for that upstroke. Down, up, hammer, up, down. Now work with that until you can play that smoothly, and then come back here and we will start plugging all of these chords into the song. Well, let's start with the intro. We will have 4 measures.